The second method under calculation of interest on drawings is average period method. This is important, where interest on drawings will be equal to, we know that we have to compute interest on the withdrawn amount. So if suppose the total withdrawn amount is given like 1 lakh, so 1 lakh into, will multiply it by the rate of interest given in the question, like 10%, into, I have told you have to consider the time period, and if the time period is not directly given, and if it is regular drawings. Irregular drawings, we have to apply the first method, that is product method. If it is regular drawing, same amount withdrawn at regular intervals, you have to apply average period method. Then this is the formula you have to apply. Formula means on the amount withdrawn, you have to multiply the rate of interest, so much is familiar to you, into, normally you will consider the time period. Here time period is not directly mentioned, they will mention like rupees 10,000 is withdrawn in the beginning of every month, or rupees 20,000 is withdrawn at the end of every month. So for that, for getting the time period, you must apply this average period by 12. Now we need to know what is average period, or how will you get this average period. Average means total divided by number. So here the formula you can write like this: interest on drawings is equal to, instead of writing 1 lakh and all, you can write like total drawings, 1 lakh means total amount withdrawn, total drawings into rate by 100 into average period by 12. When you write, you can write formula like that. Total drawings into rate by 100 into average period by 12. Now average period is equal to, average is total divided by number, and here it is months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings divided by 2. Months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings divided by 2. This formula you have to learn. Average period, you have to divide the whole divided by 2. This is how you are getting average period. After getting this, if you are getting it as 7.5 or 6.5, you have to apply that particular number here as average period. That will be 7.5 by 12. And you have to apply the same formula. You will be getting the final answer, interest on drawings. So we will work out problems, but before that we have 7 situations under this method, when it is withdrawn in the beginning, withdrawn at the end, withdrawn in the middle of month, withdrawn in the beginning of quarter. So all these we have to discuss. So better you don't by heart. Average period, how to get average period? In different situations, average period will vary. If you are planning to by heart, I don't think that will be helpful for you, because you will be getting confused at the end. So better you by heart this formula. Average period is months left after. This formula is easy. Months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings divided by 2. So we will get average period in every situation. You just have to apply this same formula. And average period you can just apply in this final interest on drawings formula. You will be getting the answer. So that is easier. The first situation is fixed amount. If a fixed amount is withdrawn in the beginning of every month. Fixed amount is withdrawn in the beginning of every month. So what you have to compute is interest on drawings, and the formula is total drawings into rate by 100 into average period by 12. So first of all we need to get average period, you have to write that formula once again. Now I am not writing the formula, it is there on the board. Months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings divided by 2. And now the situation is withdrawal is happening in the beginning of every month. Beginning of every month means the first withdrawal will be on 1st of April. Then on 1st of May. And what we have to take is months left after first drawings. First drawings happened on 1st of April. So what is the number of months after 1st April? The whole year is there. Starting from April. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That means whole 1 year is there. So average period here will be months left after first drawings, that is 12, plus what is the next item? Months left after last drawings. Now the last drawings will be on 1st of March because it is in the beginning of every month. So 1st of March. Then it will be, the time will be 1 month. Number of months after the last drawings. After this, number of months is only 1 month. Since it is 1st March, you can count only this March. So 12 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 13 divided by 2, which is equal to, what will be the answer for this? It is equal to 6.5 months. Okay, so that is the situation if you withdraw in the beginning of every month. After getting the 6.5, that is not the final answer. You have to get the interest on drawing. So again, you have to apply this average period in that formula. Then the next one is, next situation here is, you can write it, I'll tell you, if a fixed amount is withdrawn at the end of every month. The same thing, but the withdrawal is happening at the end of every month. Fixed amount is withdrawn at the end of every month. Yes, so we'll see how to compute interest on drawings if it is at the end of every month. Again, you have to apply the formula for interest on drawings, which is equal to total drawings into rate by 100 into average period, and we need to get the average period. We'll be discussing how to compute average period in every situation. So months left after, just write the formula once again so that you will learn it. Months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings by 2. Now the withdrawal is happening at the end of every month. So the first withdrawal would be on 30th of April. So months left after first drawings, how many months are there? Excluding April, it will be 11 months. Starting from May, ending on 31st of March. So it will be 11 months plus months left after last drawings. When is your last drawings? Last drawings would be on 31st of, since it is at the end of every month, it is on 31st March, and months left after last withdrawal is 0. So it will be 11 by 2, or you can write 5.5 months. Average period in this situation will be 5.5 months. Now the next situation is, third situation, you write, if a partner withdraws fixed amount in the middle of every month. I am not writing, you can write it as the third heading, withdrawn in the middle of every month. Whenever you hear this term, withdrawal is happening in the middle of every month, directly you can take average period as 6, even if you don't compute all these. Now how will you I will show how to get that 6 months. So middle of every month, it's easy, it is 6 months. You can directly take 6 months. Average period will be equal to, again the same formula, months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings divided by 2. The withdrawal is happening in the middle of every month. So first withdrawal would be on 15th of April. So how many months are there after this? We have half of April. Then we have, how many months more we have? 11 months more we have. So it will be 11.5. Did you all understand? We have half month of April, then 11 more months. So 11 and a half months plus months left after last drawings. Last drawings will be on 15 March. So after this we have half of March also. So 11.5 plus 0.5 divided by 2, that is 12 divided by 2, 6 months. So this is how you are getting 6. Or if you see the term, it's in the middle of every month, directly you take the average period as 6. That's easier for you to remember. Whereas in other cases, 6.5, 5.5 and all you will make mistakes. So better don't by heart. You just have to apply average period formula. Then fourth situation, you write the fourth situation heading. I'll tell you the heading. It is fixed amount is withdrawn in the beginning of each quarter. Fixed amount is withdrawn in the beginning of each quarter. Okay, now quarter means, don't get confused. Quarter will be writing as 1/4, but in months when you write quarter means 3 months. 1 quarter is equal to 3 months. So how many quarters will be there in 1 year? There will be 4 quarters in 1 year. This one you need to know. Quarter means 3 months. So in a year there will be 4 quarters. And now withdrawal is happening in the beginning of each quarter. I'll show you all quarters in a year. The first quarter will be 1st April to 1 quarter means 3 months. So April, May, June. You can write 30th of June. Next will be July 2. July, August, September. So 30th of September. 3 months is 1 quarter. Then we'll start with October. October, November, December. So that is 31st December. Then next one, it is 1st Jan to 31st of March. So we have 4 quarters in a year. 1 quarter is equal to 3 months. Now what's the situation here? Withdrawal is happening in the beginning of each quarter. In the beginning of each quarter means on 1st April, first withdrawal will happen. Second withdrawal will be on 1st July, then on 1st October, then on 1st Jan. What we need is months left after first withdrawal. So months left after first withdrawal means on 1st April you are withdrawing first. After that you have whole 1 year or 12 months. Then the last withdrawal will be on 1st of January. After that how many months are there? Jan, February, March. So it has 3 months. So 12 plus 3 divided by 2 or 15 divided by 2. You can write 7.5 months. So here average period is 7.5 months. So it's easy. If you learn that formula everywhere, you can apply that. Months left after first drawings plus last drawings divided by 2. The next situation, that is 5th case, you write the heading. If fixed amount is withdrawn at the end of each quarter. So now what we discussed is beginning of each quarter. Next is at the end of each quarter. At the end of each quarter. Again the same formula for average period, months left after first drawings plus last drawings by 2. These are the quarters. I am not writing it again. Just see, the first quarter will end on 30th June. Now the withdrawal is happening at the end of each quarter. So on 30th June, then on 30th September, 31st December, 31st March. This is how they are withdrawing amounts. Number of months left after first withdrawal, that means after 30th June. You have to start counting from July. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. You will be having 9 months after your first withdrawal. Now your last withdrawal will be on 31st March. After that number of months left will be 0. 9 by 2, or you can write 4.5 months. So that is the 5th case. Then 6th case is, you write the heading, if fixed amount is withdrawn in the middle of each quarter. Middle of each quarter, I have told you, when you hear the term middle, whether it is middle of each month or whether it is middle of every quarter, you can directly apply 6 months. Now I'll show you how we are getting that 6 months, middle of each quarter. So middle of every month, middle of every quarter, directly you apply 6 months, even if you don't calculate like this. Whereas in other situations you have to do. So middle of each quarter, the first withdrawal will be on 15th of May. 15th of May. After that we have, how many months we have? Half of May we have. Then from June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So it is 10 plus 0.5, 10.5 plus the last withdrawal will be on 15th of February, middle of each quarter. This is the last quarter and middle of this quarter is 15th February. After that we have half of February and then March is also there. So we have to write like 1.5. So it will be 10.5 plus 1.5, 12 divided by 2, that is 6 months. So middle of each quarter and middle of each month it is 6 months. This is how we are getting the answer. Now the last situation is fixed amount is withdrawn during 6 months. The 7th case, you write the heading if fixed amount is withdrawn during 6 months. Now what we did is for the whole year we were considering. We started from April and we counted till 31st of March. Now we have to consider only for the first 6 months. First 6 months means it will be on ending on 30th of September or 1st of October, both are same. So fixed amount withdrawn during 6 months, that is the main heading. Below that you write the subhead in the beginning of each month. In the beginning of each month. Withdrawal happening in the beginning of each month, but we are considering only for 6 months. Not for one full year. In the beginning of each month. So first April you withdrew first. After that how many months we have? Whole 6 months. We are considering only for half of the year. So 6 months. Plus last withdrawal would be on 1st of September. Since we are considering for only 6 months. So 1st of September. So it will be 1 months left after. Last withdrawal will be 1 month. 6 plus 1 by 2 or 7 by 2. You can write 3.5 months. Second subhead you write. Second subhead in the middle of each month. Middle of each month. Okay, if it is in the middle of each month and if you are considering only for 6 months. Earlier we took 6 months as the average period when we considered for the whole year. Now we are doing only for 6 months and if withdrawal happens in the middle, you have to take the half as 3 months. Then the last situation is how to get 3 months. Actually it is happening in the middle of every month. So it is on 15th April the first withdrawal. After that we have half of April and 5 months more. So it will be 5.5 plus last withdrawal on 15th September. Then we have half of September. So it is 6 by 2 or it is 3 months. That's how you are getting. Even if you don't apply all these, middle means 3 months if you are considering only for half of the year. Then next is end of each month, consider only for 6 months again. This is the third subhead under 7th case where number of months left after first withdrawal. End of each month means the first withdrawal will be on 30th April. After that we have how many months? 5 months more. Then the last withdrawal will be on 30th of September. You can count and take. Then it will be 0. So it is 2.5 months. We'll work out illustration 29. Question is to compute interest on drawings. The rate is given 10%. 3 different cases are there. If he withdrew 60,000 in the beginning of each quarter, you have to read very carefully, see whether it is quarter or month. So 60,000 withdrawn in the beginning of each quarter, end of quarter and the middle. Okay, we'll see case 1. 60,000 withdrawn in the beginning of each quarter. Write the formula for interest on drawings, which is equal to total drawings into rate by 100 into average period by 12. Sorry, by 2. Average period by No, average period by 12. Average period, to get the average period, we have to divide by 2. Yes, average period we'll compute first, and the situation here is we are withdrawing in the beginning of each quarter. So in the beginning of each quarter you are withdrawing. Write the formula for average period, that is months left after first drawings plus months left after, you write the full term, months left after last drawings divided by 2. Here you have to take 12 itself. That's the number of months you are writing, like 6 by 12. Months left after first drawings plus months left after last drawings by 2 to get the average period. Beginning of each quarter. So the first quarter is 1st of April. Then you have entire 12 months plus the last quarter will be on 1st of, this is quarter only, not the beginning of every month. This is quarter. The last quarter will be Jan to March. So 1st of Jan you will be withdrawing last. Then you will be having 3 months. So it is 15 by 2, that is 7.5 months. Now you have to apply this average period in the formula, that is total drawings. Here what are we withdrawing? 60,000 we are withdrawing. So total drawings will be, don't write 60,000, that is not the total drawing. 60,000 is withdrawing every quarter. How many quarters are there in 1 year? There are 4 quarters. There is chance for you to make mistake here. You will directly compute on 60,000, but what you have to do is 60,000 into 4 into what is the rate of interest given in the question, that is 10% into 7.5 divided by 12. So that's the calculation. Why did we multiply it by 4? Because 60 is withdrawn in the beginning of every quarter. If it says that it is withdrawn in the beginning of every month, you have to multiply it by 12. Then only we will be getting the total drawings. Then consider the time period, average period that we computed. Now your answer will be 15,000. That is the interest on drawings. You have to complete this question. 2 more cases are there. You have to work it out. You have to do it in your notebook. Now, if nothing is mentioned regarding when the partner is withdrawing, in all these situations we had some hint like beginning, middle, end and all. If nothing is mentioned, like no date is given in the question when the partner is withdrawing, assume the time period as 6 months. Always you have to consider the time period for interest on drawings, and if no date is given, you have to take it as 6 months.